But any promise you find in the Bible, Jesus is the one who lived the kind of life that could trust God to receive that promise. And because he was perfectly righteous, there was nothing in his life that could stop him from receiving every promise made to man. So he lived the perfect life. He's our prototype. And then after he lived that successful life, then he died in our place because we couldn't live that successful life. So he died for every sinner, took all that judgment, and then when that price was paid, he rose from the dead, and we rose with him. And that's testified in due time. Of course, God has to wait for your generation to come, wait for you to be born of Adam. But then he meets you with the gospel, which is the story. It's God's testimony of his Son. It's the story how the Father made promises to the Son and fulfilled them all as Jesus walked a perfect life. And then Jesus died under the weight of us not being able to walk out a perfect life, and then rose from the dead. So therefore, the testimony God gives of his Son is that first covenant fulfilled. All the promises God makes to man, Jesus could receive them all, capped off by raising from the dead. And that, of course, we rose with him. And when we hear the gospel in our generation, that comes into effect in our life.